Yeah, me too. It's going to be in Waterdeep of all places.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
When he said it on the video, he just like goes dungeon.
Specifically to parkour.
Yep.
City
No
of
other
Splendor.
reason. So, yeah, man, like,
Oh,
Read it.
I'm so
Should be
hyped.
pre-required reading to join.
Milky3113, thank you for the follow. That's awesome. We've got a bit of feedback going on here. I'm just trying to rectify that. What have I got?
You know, I'm so hyped for an urban adventure.
Yeah, me too. It's going to be
Where are
in
you?
Waterdeep of all
Why are
places.
you?
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
When he said it on the video, he just like
There we go.
Oh, okay. Milky3113, thank you very much for the follow. We are kicking off now. Yelrom, thank you for the host. That is awesome, man. Alright, guys, welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons Tomb of Annihilation, where we last left off. You guys had done some pretty nasty stuff that's probably going to take years and years of counselling for you to, deal with. But you made it to the top of Orolunga, the only standing building in this entire ruined city, which was this ancient ziggurat that you've managed to scale through various means of humiliating, events that we shall not speak about again. You
Well,
guys,
I've confirmed I'm not gay, so...
you guys all swallowed snakes. That's pretty fucked.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucked. Only to arrive, you arrived at the top to find a fairly decrepit-looking temple, but as you stepped into it, within it was all fully furnished, warmed, all warmed and lit with scents of incense and torches. And in this room was a large snake-like creature, which I will pop up for you guys again, just in case you haven't got it up.
I'm not swallowing this one.
No, try not to. With a human,
This is for Bull to take.
with a human kind of face, and when you guys come in to this area, Azaka, she speaks, saying, "I am Sajar Nabaza. What do you seek of this ancient place? Speak truly, for I hear your hearts." Azaka, as she enters, takes a small bow in reverence before sort of moving to the corner of the room as if to sort of stay out of your way. Before you sits this very large, very ominous looking creature.
Is it supposed to be some kind of riddle, like speak friend and enter?
Quite possibly. GL, thanks for the host, man. Yeah, so what would you like to do? Ball's in your court.
Are there any lit torches around the room?
There are many lit torches around the room.
Are they in a... Cool, okay. So there's
Yep.
not like 6 or 5 or whatever it was last time.
Oh, no, there's... wrong campaign.
Like, they're not
Spoiler
going to
alert.
go out.
Again, it's going to be for every question we need to swallow a snake.
Yep. No, there are many lit torches. None of them seem to have any kind of... Yeah, go for it. This thing seems to want to just have a chat with you, basically.
No.
It's,
What up?
Hey, what's...
So
Sorry about the snakes.
you'll be sorry.
Yep.
Let's never speak of that again.
What snakes?
I'll turn to the rest of the group and say we'll never speak of that again. There are no snakes. And moving right along. So turning to the Guardian.
Yep.
Barrett will ask, do you know anything, or can you help us find the Soul Monger?
You see Shazaza sort of slithers on the spot for a moment, her face sort of turning to one of contemplation. And she says, This Soul Monger is not known to me. What is it?
So out of character, that is
Yep.
the name of the damn thing,
Yeah,
right?
you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Guys?
perfect.
Shit.
10 out of 10.
Or someone that's taking away the souls.
Okay. So what is it? It, from what we know, it is a powerful relic that is the cause of the
Death curse.
the death curse. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's the cause of the death curse that is plaguing the realm.
She sort of, again, like measuring and weighing every sort of word, thinking about everything she sort of says before she says it. And she says, I have heard whispers of this death curse. Tell me, how does it afflict this land? What does it do?
Those who've been resurrected through magical means are slowly wasting away, and those who die cannot be resurrected. We believe it is
trapping the souls from the dead.
Yeah, I'll turn to Astrid and I'll say, this is more your area of expertise.
Yeah, so it's capturing, or capturing, I guess is a good way to put it, souls of those who die, and it's worldwide.
She says,
As far as I know.
she says, there are. I have heard and seen signs of this happening. These events have been whispered to me by other sources. The sources aren't seeking the same outcome yet. They do all seem to be pointing in the same direction. She says, ask me more. Ask me of this land or of what you will. I need to hear more before I decide the outcome.
Okay. We have travelled from all over the realm because we were informed that the Soul Monger, the source of the death curse, was here in these lands, and we need to destroy the object.
She says, tell me, what do you know of the undead in these lands?
Oh, damn it, this is a prosecutor.
What's that guy's name? I'll just refer to that there were... I think I'm right. They're all products of the fallen paladin. I can't remember his name.
You speak of Ras Nisi.
Ras Nisi.
She nods, and she
Got
sort
there
of...
at the same time as you, maybe just before you.
She says, yes, I see you are going to get there. She as you sort of speak of it come about, she says, it is no coincidence that you have arrived to this place at this time, for there are others seeking to end this curse, or a different curse, the curse of the undead. But both these things are tied. You will need additional help upon your way. And as she says this, like
That pricks my ears up, actually, that if she's talking about being able to end the undead.
Yep.
That's I'll look more interested than I was.
Yep. So as she says this, like a shroud almost from like the part of the room, it like sort of wavers, like the air shimmers a moment, and two figures appear behind the shroud and look on as if surprised, as if they've just sort of suddenly been reanimated, and they sort of look to you with surprise and look to the Guardian Naga with the same sort of surprise. A man and a oops, that's not what I meant to push.
She just materialised.
Yeah, just sort of off to the side of the room, and
What a handsome fellow.
and a peculiar looking. Let's see if I can.
I rolled initiative. No, I'm just joking.
Kill it! I don't know, man. The Naga looks friendly. It's got like
And a peculiar looking lizard folk, a little shorter than your standard, probably
dragon bait.
probably about half the size of Idrix. But they're both standing
love this
together,
guy.
and
I stand a little bit taller.
yeah, you know, and both of them sort of seem startled. A sudden smell of violets permeates the air. An artist and the man pops a hand on the lizard man's shoulder and says, "Easy, friend. I think we're all on the same team." And he sort of raises an eyebrow, and the Naga looks to him and then back to you and says, "These travelers seek to undo the curse that was bestowed upon Mesro eons ago." And she says, "This is Artis Simba," and she sort of motions over to the man, who sort of takes a big bow, but sort of only a minor bow, but keeping a very cautious eye upon you all. And he then interjects, saying, "And this is my trusted companion, Dragonbait." And a moment later, after he gets introduced, the smell of violets sort of disappears, and you can suddenly smell ham.
Yum.
And
My mouth starts watering.
And again, Artis sort of pats him on the shoulder and says, "Easy, friend." And the Naga continues saying, "Both of you have come to me, seeking answers in regards to different curses, yet I believe these curses are intertwined. They are coming, and their omens all point to the lost city of Omu." And she...
Campaign over. It's lost.
Yep,
Shit.
lost. Oh, well, we tried. She says, "Omu, the city has been untouched by the forces of good for many centuries. However, it resides between the peaks of flame and the valley of lost honor, far to the south." She says to back to the group, "Your death curse, this Soul Monger, appears. The portents suggest that all this evil resolves in Omu." You can see that.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Why can you see that?
I can't see it. It's not. It's gridded out. But you said between those
yeah,
2
I can
points.
see you. I can see pinging.
Oh, I was going to say, well, never disregard what I just said.
Well, you literally said it's between those
Yeah,
2 points.
I know.
That's where...
Funnily enough, you on my screen, you pinged the map right on the money. So well done.
Oh. Like Minesweeper. Rule it,
Yeah,
that guy.
just rule it out. Yep.
Be more careful, man. He nearly busted us.
And she says, "These two seek the fall of Raznisi, who still wanders these lands and controls his vast forces of the undead."
So he's around.
And he sort of looks to you, and Artis sort of looks to you guys and calms a little, and says, "Well, friends, it seems that we do have a common enemy." And Dragonbait sort of nods along, doesn't say anything, just sort of like nods along with what Artis says, and says, well, Naga, you have kept us here long enough, and for good cause, it seems. We have been here for close to 20 days. being told to wait for the right time to leave. And the Naga nods and says, yes, this is the time to leave. You must go with these people. For their quest and your quests are crossed.
Can I ask the Guardian Naga, about the floating, what was it? The Lady Shadow
Mantle?
Mantle? That's the word. Yep.
She says, the island you speak of is known as the Heart of Ubtao. It is a magically floating piece of land that is held up by ancient magics as old as I. Within it resides an ancient evil, one from your lands, who has come here seeking some dark power, most likely the same power that you seek to destroy. She seeks to control.
Roger that.
No good can come of any union between her and your quest. You would do well
Lady
to
Shadow
stay clear.
Mantle.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I want to make a perception check on our two friends that have just appeared.
Yep, sure.
Now, as a side note as well,
Mhm.
to you guys,
Oh, damn.
if you remember or not, Artist Simba was you remember how he fought the Zentarum
Yes,
in the temple back in the city? They were looking for Artist Simba.
that is correct.
Ah,
Well done. Good memory, sir. Well played.
I have that
You
written down.
notes.
Yes, I'm scrolling notes, and when you were saying it, I'm like fighting Zen.
Like I swear I heard that name before.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
Yes, well,
Floppy Zens.
in that case then, can you, with that information well in hand, I'll allow that 27 to go through as a advantage check, because you are recalling this guy.
Ding 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 ding.
Nice work. So, Artist stands before you, as you saw in the picture. I might actually... I wonder if I can place his hand out in your... thingo? No, I can't.
If I remember him, I will ask a question, and then I can perceive or insight or whatever on this question. Then.
Yep. So this is your first. This is your first time meeting him, and yes, you recall that the name was uttered at the temple back in Port Nine Zaru. He stands before you, as you see. He's basically clutching a staff that he is leaning on, and upon his ring finger is a very peculiar looking ring catches your eye. It seems to be made of like a shimmering blue metal that looks very strange, really sort of
Dips.
eye-catching.
Dips. Shut up.
No looting till after the battle is finished. So yeah, he holds himself with an air of wisdom. He looks, sort of mid-30s, but his eyes show you that he's probably seen a fair amount of stuff. He's been through a fair bit. And that's about it. Like he's pretty much disarming to look at, aside from this ring upon his finger that looks very much out of place.
Can I use detect undead, please?
Detect undead.
Yep.
Yep. So you sort of start, and that's within 1 mile. Yeah.
Yes, I believe it is 1 mile.
Yep. So you start sort of sitting down and using your ability to detect, and you, within 1 mile of this place, you detect no undead.
Cool, thank you.
None. Alright, what else do you want to do, guys?
So I'll turn to Artist Simba.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, with a little smirk, we encountered some of your friends back back in
What names are it?
Port Nine Zaru. So I was just scrolling up because I've got the map zoomed in. Port Nine Zaru. What business do you have with the? What business do you have with the Zentarum?
He's so at the naming of the Zentarum and the fact that he's sort of been looked. Like he sort of gets a bit of a worried look upon his face at the mention of it, and the a smell of like the smell again changes from ham to that of baked bread as Dragonbait's face
man.
turns into a scowl, and he says, "So the Zentarum have followed me here. How unfortunate." He says, "The Zentarum are seeking a powerful relic, one that I possess, and one I am attempting to keep out of the evil hands." And he uses his other hand to tap the ring upon his finger that you can clearly see. He says, "I possess an ancient artifact known as the Ring of Winter. It is It is an artifact that I know not how to destroy, and it knows only how to destroy. I have it under my control. And
Holy shit, Lord of the Rings arc.
I am seeking, well, a little, it gets better. And I am seeking to make sure it stays out of the wrong hands."
Can I jump in, Barrett?
Roger.
So these smells I keep hearing, they're confusing me. Can you explain them, please?
Oh,
Your hearing smells.
I think we need more than just a
He,
little bit of explaining that.
he says, "Forgive me, my companion here," and he pats Dragonbait on the shoulder. He says, "Dragonbait cannot speak, yet he is able to. Over the years, he has learned how to give off certain pheromones and certain smells of different things that explain how he's feeling at the time. I know a handful of these, and you, in time, I'm assuming you will learn them as well. So if you want to make me a survival check, Ball." Alright, so from when you first laid eyes on this guy, the first smell you smelt was like that of like flowers, and you recall
Yes, it's violet.
Yep, violets, and you recall that whilst he was, it was like a look of basically danger, like he sort of was really uneasy when that smell came across. The next smell you smelt was that of ham, and you could tell by the way he was shifting around that he might have been a little bit nervous. And the scowl gave away at the last one when you smelt the baked bread that he seemed quite angry.
That's cool.
All right.
Yep, just writing those down.
Awesome.
Tell me more. Oh my god, what's the guy's name? I was trying to be funny. I've got no, not him. Fabio. All right, Fabio. Tell me about the ring.
The artist, his name is.
It's just been renamed Fabio.
Oh god, so we got fucking who we got? We got Sylvanus. We got Fabio.
Yep, Fabio.
No worries.
He said he was a long-haired, charming looking thing. So Fabio, tell me about this ring.
Yep,
Is this
so-
going to attract? Is there a golem following you?
Double right.
Artist sort of chuckles and said, there are those that would seek the ring and those that I have tried to evade. The frost giants of Faerun seek to control this ring and use it to bring about an internal winter.
Internal or eternal?
Eternal, I said.
Eternal, sorry.
Eternal.
Internal.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's an internal winter. It's just inside people's houses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
called air conditioning.
Yep. Yep. They seek to corner the market in home renovation.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Bastards.
So what makes it so special?
It.
Is that all it does?
He says. He says, "You're not impressed by Eternal Winters?"
Oh, I am.
He says, "It does many other things, but nothing I really wish to discuss with newcomers."
He's wearing a sword, right?
He is.
Cool. Can I ask him? Can you hand yourself in a situation?
A small smile cracks at the side of his mouth, and he just sort of looks over at you guys, and looks over to then looks back to Dragonbait, and basically just says, "I've been around."
Alright.
I'm
You
okay.
just got
Fantastic.
told.
I wouldn't mind testing that out. Where is that camp tonight? Just to see. Yeah, guys, I've seen people talk the talk. I wouldn't mind seeing if you can walk the walk tonight, if you don't mind.
From the king of talking the talk.
I've been in a few holes.
I'm an expert on talking the talk. That's what you got.
The smell of lemons permeates the air as Dragonbait begins to laugh at what you just asked. He sort of snuffles through his snout.
Is the Naga still with us?
Yeah, she's just watching on at the moment as you guys go back and forth.
Okay.
Sort of taking.
She doesn't get out
everything you're
often. She's got her popcorn.
saying.
I'll direct the question to the Naga, and I'll say, does the
I don't think you can use that word.
Oh my god! I knew someone was going to say that tonight. I just fucking knew it. Anyway,
So you're gonna get there goes your stream just got banned.
yeah, stay on target, guys.
So I'll address the Guardian. Yep. And I'll say, is our sorry to retread old themes, but in order for us to lift this curse, to destroy this curse, do we need anything else in order to complete our quest?
She says, again after a small pause.
Do we need a key? No,
She says,
Oh well.
This curse.
One day.
This curse is foreign to my realm, to my lands. I do not have the answer that you seek to stop it. Only its location.
Right, I'm gonna push in at this point and say, tell us the location. Where is Naznisi?
Well, hold the map up. Where is it?
Um,
Point. Oh, you haven't got arms.
She
Sail.
says Omu's location is lost to me, but I know it is between the peaks of flame and the valley of lost honor.
And he's there? Did she say?
Pardon?
Did we already establish
Is
that?
Rasnisi in Omu?
Rasnisi and his kind are dwelling within Omu, utilizing its power and corrupting the lands around it. Be warned, though, Rasnisi has others at his command, other than the undead, that you will need to contend with. She says, unlike myself, there are others of snake kind that are evil and colluding and conniving, and he has their.
Oh, not this again.
he has them at his command.
So when they jumped down the hole, now we know where they came out.
That's it.
All
They
right.
came out and chult.
Okay.
Can I make from what she said there, is it possible to surmise specifically what she's talking about? Others of my kind?
If you ask her to elaborate, she might,
Yep.
but I don't think you may have faced these.
No, that's okay.
Yep.
Alright, yeah, that's cool. That's what I'm asking.
Yep.
Alright,
Cool.
yep, carry on.
Now that's almost a month away. Is there any faster way to get there than?
She says, I have no magical means to take you. My magic is bound to this place. But if you accept this quest and walk away and walk from this place together, united in one purpose. I will grant you some of my magics before you leave, if you accept.
Yeah, fucking sign up. Just start signing things.
Like
Yep.
men's
Sign here and here
initial here,
and
here, and here.
She goes, sign, and she holds up the thing. It's already got my signature on it. In triplicate, I've signed it 4 times.
Yeah.
And initialed.
An initial just in case.
Yeah,
So,
you made some typographical errors that I've also corrected.
So we're happy with these 2 randoms to join our group. That seems to be the consensus. Am I the only one remotely concerned?
Artis says,
Yep.
I am eager to join you in your travels. I do not know this land well, and the jungle is a foreign place to me.
And
Look,
how'd you
there's
make it
only
out
2
this
of
time?
them.
He says, waving one hand in front of his face, magic.
This guy's a jerk
And
already.
again, lemon,
I love this guy.
lemon,
I just shake my head
permeates the air again as Dragonbait's shoulders begin to bob up and down as he seems to be laughing.
This guy's in my canoe.
Alright.
I want to ask one more question of the Naga. And it's more of a personal question, but it's just
I've got this
How do you
rash.
prove?
I've got this rash.
I've got this rash.
A small jar appears before you. She says, apply this twice daily and keep it as dry as you can.
No. So I want to know how the goblins of this particular land strayed so far from what is otherwise known as normal.
She
I'm
says,
I'm still dealing with this crisis.
she cocks her head and says, what you perceive to be normal in your land and what we perceive to be normal here in our land are 2 very different things. The goblins here thrive in this community. They answer to no one but themselves. They have their own lands, their own rules, and they are their own people. The inhabitants of Cholt respect this. They are part of this land.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you
Rashy one.
one
Rashy
more
one.
thing before we go as well?
Yep.
Do you know anything about an obelisk, a black obelisk draped in vines?
She says, yes. This...
Fuck you and your notes.
Yeah,
This
good
is
work,
awesome.
dude. You're fucking smashing it. She says, this object is what blocks my sight in this area. It is an object of great power, and I believe Rustnisi is using it to the ill will of us all. You must investigate this further. I cannot tell you any more. Its magics are more superior than my own.
Residential's got to go, man.
Yeah, it's fucked. Shit's fucked. Gotta go.
Is Omu the Forbidden City? Or is that somewhere else?
She says it has been known as such. It has... Omu's history is steeped in loss and sorrow. It is called the Forbidden City because of how its people were cast aside from it.
As I'm like looking through my ledger, like, okay, well, I got a note here. The ancient one beneath the Forbidden City gives birth to a terrible new god. The Snake Men know.
She ponders upon those words a moment, and ancient one. She says, in a small amount of she's quite calm, for a snake, and she says, ancient one gives birth. She says, these words, these portents. Where did you hear this?
You know, I didn't write down where I got it from.
She sort of breaks character
Fucking
from me and
useless.
says, of all people, Hendrix, I thought you would have done this. No, but
Take better notes, fucker.
she says, these words, there are forces reaching out, crying out for whatever evil this is to be stopped. You must make haste. You must uncover what this means.
Yeah.
Well, I'm good.
Would Prosser have any? Not Prosser, sorry. Would
Aladdin.
Aladdin have anything to ask?
That's a good question. He's not here, so I cannot.
Yeah, are you doing both for him, or are we
No,
just...
so I just should have explained that actually. So if a player is absent, I treat them as if they are not here.
Okay, cool.
He didn't eat the snake. He's still stuck in the other dimension.
He's out front throwing up.
Snake! Yeah.
Why?
Why would they do this?
I was holding the door open.
Where is?
I'm done.
Yeah, we're like, the door. You've got to hold the door open for us, man.
Well, we have a long journey ahead of us. We best set off.
She says.
Best go now, yes?
Yeah. She says, before you leave, she points to, and all this time as well, Bernice is basically just allowing the adults to talk, so to speak. Like she doesn't break, she doesn't break her silence at all, not adding anything to it.
Before you go.
She says, before you leave, and she points. She can't point. She slithers over to you, Astrid, and sort of encircles you. Doesn't constrict you or anything, but encircles you, making the other people sort of like stand back a bit. Bernice sort of quickly hops back, allowing her to around, but almost goes for her hammer in a bit of a weary pose. But you see a hand come up from Artis as if to say everything's okay. She says, you follow a path of the enlightened one, the one who will lead your people to a great victory. She sort of almost nods knowingly and says, I grant you... Oh, hang on. That is the wrong page. Stand by, all units. I almost gave you something way stronger than what you're supposed to have.
Aw.
My bad.
It's alright, you sure it's on the right page?
Haha!
He's going to unlock your secret power, like what's his name did on Namek.
I need an adult.
Uh,
I am an adult.
Wrong page, bro. Wrong page. She says, the way is dark and the road will be perilous. And she sort of slithers around you for a moment, and your eyes begin to tingle. And she says, I grant you the boon of the charm of dark vision. And she says, may it help you through the night. So for the next, we'll say for the next, we'll say for the next 10 days, you have dark vision.
I already have dark vision.
Do you? You have double dark
Yes.
vision. I keep forgetting you're an Asimir. You have double dark vision. You can see twice as far.
120 feet.
Yep.
In bright light.
Yep.
Baller.
Yep.
Jack style.
So that's Astrid. She then moves to Bull and says, you have a conflicted past which continues to battle within you, yet there is hope and light for you if you maintain your bond with these companions. She says, I bestow upon you the charm of heroism. And this charm allows you to give yourself the benefit of a potion of heroism as an action. And I'll provide that information to you. And you may do that 3 times, for 3 times before it fades. So I'll give you the information for that.
Thank you.
Then to Barrett, she says, you have a great power to heal as well as to fight. This will help you along your way. and she gives you a Charm of Restoration. This has 6 charges, and you can use this action to expend some of it to cast either a Greater Restoration for 4 charges, or a Lesser Restoration for 2 charges. Once all the charges are gone, the charm ends.
Is that round the right way? 4 the greaters and 2 lessers?
Yep. So
Wow.
2 charges for Lesser.
Charges.
And-
so there's 8 charges in total. 2
Right.
graders.
You have
Oh, so
no.
you have to blow 4 to
You have to
cast
blow
greater.
4 charges to
okay.
cast Greater Restoration,
yeah.
and you have to blow 2 charges to cast.
Lesser.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
That makes sense.
Don't you have any more of those daggers?
Just realised. Sorry, someone watching is a person I used to raid with in World of Warcraft a long time ago.
Everyone you ever
That
met in
is
your life used
fucking-
to raid with in Warcraft ages ago.
Thanks for tuning in, Albino. Please hit the follow button, you giant noob.
Feel the
to,
love.
yep.
Reconnect.
To Idrix, she says, your strength and your fortitude are unmatched. Allow me to make them even stronger.
Oh,
And she bestows upon you the Charm of Vitality. This charm allows you to give yourself 1 benefit of the Potion of Vitality as an action. You may use it 3 times, however,
Ooh.
before it fades. So just take note of that. And that's 1, 2, 3, and to Aldeir. He gets nothing because he's a giant noob and he's no ear.
you get nothing. Fuck it.
He
Can I have his thing?
to Astrid for exemplary attendance.
Yeah.
You receive
You get 5 charges of animate dead.
no.
Oh, I can't
Oh,
use that.
that's not what I need. You
Just rolls up the.
Just log on to eBay.
All I
log
got
on
was
to,
a rope.
log on to country. Fuck.
I have a rock.
the Aldeir will receive a charm of feather falling,
Aw.
and
Give him a charm of not dying because he
We-
did
we-
the tank.
We
Yeah,
should give that
a charm
to-
of common sense.
Uncommon.
give the featherfall to Azaka.
Yeah, I know. The irony's not lost on her either. The she actually stops at Azaka and says, "You have all the power you need, my dear. It is good to see you again." And she just bows her head and says nothing.
Shit.
I have the power.
Holy crap, she's Gohan.
Yeah. Yep, she's at over level 9,000. So that's you receive those gifts, and I will give you the information on those at a later moment. But yeah, and she says, please leave at your own leisure. Stay if you will and rest. You may leave at in your own time. If you have any further questions, do not hesitate, but to ask.
We don't need to do the snake thing when we play again, do we?
She says, she says no.
Unless you want to.
Yeah, she says I can't arrange that if that's what you're into.
Yeah, it's a dreams, you weird ass.
Yeah, freak.
Shiver goes down my spine.
I just give him this look like, ugh.
Yeah, she says, no,
I have to do that
the
5 or 6 more times. I'm out of here. Sorry,
That's all right. I was just
fucked him up.
no, you didn't. I was trying to do 2 things at once. She says no. The perils that you faced to get here will not trouble you upon your descent.
Right. So what's the next move? Team.
I want to ask Fabio where he got his Pokemon from.
He says
fucking hell, man.
it is in a different game system which you will be visiting on a different day very soon if you don't fucking keep the character.
Sorry.
No.
But
No, he says
where-
artist Simba for the 9th
Yeah.
time says Dragonbait and I have been traveling together for some years now. he is a noble and diligent companion.
Okay, can I walk with those guys on the way down, just to get to know them?
Sure.
Less trusting than everyone else.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, because we all just get along with them right away, and you have to put in extra effort.
Yeah, we're just better at hiding it.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep. Okay.
I'm actually an okay guy.
If that's what we're going with, yeah.
Just fake it, look, till you break it.
Fake it till you break it. Isn't that fake it till you make it?
Yes, that's what it's supposed to be.
You know,
But in
potato,
Bull's
potato.
case, fake it till you break it. All right. So what we need to do then, once we leave, I'll go into-
Casa di Rosnisi. Let's roll.
Yeah.
I'll go into my bag of holding. I mean, the bag of holding that's magically just hanging there, and we'll pull out the map because
yeah.
the person who shall not be named is no longer here, and he has the map.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, the resources are still available to you. You're able to, LDE hands you the map.
You should have granted him a potion of, like, go to another plane.
Yeah.
It lasts for 2 weeks.
Yep. You're out.
Plane of not playing.
The plane of matrimonial bliss, which is a made-up plane. No, I'm kidding.
2 weeks. That's a fucking definitely a fantasy setting.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I said it.
That's
All right.
everyone else is thinking it. You just said it.
How are we going to get all the way down there?
I'm clipping that. So you guys are now, you've got the map in front of you here. You are looking at 25 days as the crow flies.
God damn. And that's if we want to pass straight through the friggin' red cross.
The guts.
Looks
do.
safe.
Yeah, so the red cross is sort of dictates an area as well. It's not just that one square. It is
Okay.
that,
Oh, great. Even better.
Yeah. So, for example, the if you were to look at, say this here, there's there's shit all between this. This area is basically fucked.
Oh,
So-
like that's what that yellow
Yep.
ring is around some of the places.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
If we come across this way, we can actually knock off 3 red crosses on the way there.
Yeah.
Is it like Far Cry or Assassin's Creed Outposts?
Yeah. If you visit these places, I'll reveal more of the map.
So the only other
Haystack.
option then is to go back down, follow the river down, and then go waterway around to this sort of the cauldron area.
Yep.
And we can go up. How much faster do you travel by water?
You don't have a boat. There's,
So about the same.
you don't have if with a skiff or something you can travel quite quickly if you can keep it going. And you just happen to have a sailor with you, so that might not be an issue. If you wish,
I guess we could go back to Port Mayanzaro and then rent a boat.
Well, I wanted to ask about that. How much we need to do a little stock take on our repellent, based on how many days we've been out and how much we've got left, and whether
We have about 80 days
Yeah.
of repellent.
I've got 61 days left.
We got
Okay.
we got more from
Stock
when
take
we
complete.
cleared Camp Vengeance.
yeah, that is
Never
true.
mind then.
So
right.
So we had in total,
If only stock takes really
87.
that quickly.
and now we have 80 as of today.
80 days.
hmm
So
80 24-hour periods. Given that we
repel, double L E N T. Repellent.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I think it's 1L.
I have not been tracking mine, so I'll bump mine up to 80 and make an effort to track it now. Sorry, guys.
So
Oh, yeah,
that
no,
one
double
doesn't-
A.
is
Double,
it-
double
No, I
L.
think it is double L. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So repellent is 80. You guys see that on the map?
Yes.
Oh, neat.
Say, and food and water. We'll just
We have 23 days according to my.
Yep.
According.
okay, and
But we can't.
pop that up top so you can see it a bit better. Okay, cool. So you got food and water 23, and as we trek through, we'll adjust accordingly. That way you've got a bit of a visual cue.
Do we know anything about Atazar Kalalak or whatever the hell we pronounce it?
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Yeah.
Ataz.
Ataz Kalakla? Kalaka?
Yep.
Whatever.
You do not know anything about it.
Okay.
No one's asked a thing
Atazka.
about it, but if it's on your map, it's a known location. You probably just haven't spoken about it. Let me see.
I will ask the guide.
See what
About.
Dragonbait knows.
No, because then I'll just get like fucking bacon and beer or something.
All the more reason.
Um,
That place sounds amazing.
is it Ataz Kalaka? She says. She says this place is a large gorge that runs off the river Toth. It is known to its people, to the people of Cholt, as the Gorge of Death.
Okay.
Sounds welcoming.
So not a trading outpost.
No, she says it is a natural wonder in these lands. The cliff walls cascade with the water from the river and create vibrant rainbows and sights. Yet it is very dangerous to get to get to and witness.
Could we not go back to Camp Vengeance and resupply? Since we
They
fixed
didn't have
that
I think
much?
I was going to say I think they were pretty short on everything.
Didn't they have a
Themselves.
huge bunch of people coming? We only missed them by a few days.
Oh, that's right. The little girl
Yeah.
was going there.
That
we-
and we'd be traveling upstream, I would assume. So would
Yes.
that take longer?
Technically, we'd probably be going
Didn't we
down.
not have a boat anyway?
We did have canoes.
We would have left them somewhere. We probably didn't burn them.
We left them at Camp Vengeance, if memory serves.
Did we?
Pretty sure.
I thought we sailed down.
We did. We went down here and then we went
Ah,
across.
sorry.
If we get a boat, we could go about 4 days north and find an airship. Okay. I guess so. We need a decision, guys. Are we going to skirt back, go back to the Great Lakes, and try and make our way as far as we can by water, or are we going to leg it?
I'm in favour of legging it. We've got enough propellant to get there, get back, and get back to Camp Zaru.
We do, but do we have the time?
What to go down to, in between? I think
It's 25
takes
days. It's a month of travel.
Yep.
By leg. And
Oh,
that's the
wait.
direct route, so it'll actually be like sort of there and then there, so it's about the same actually.
We've hardly unlocked any of the map. I think, well, that's
I am-
That's what we do after.
I neglected. That's my bad. I neglected to actually show you more of the map when you're at Mabala. I was supposed to do that before this game, but I will do that. Praise the sun, PyroJack777. Thank you for the follow.
Ding 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 ding.
So if you get 5 follows, we should let the audience choose something horrible to happen to the group.
Don't worry.
Oh,
Sweet.
God.
Great idea. Let me get 50
You
followers and then we'll talk.
Idiot.
I said 5, but yeah, let's go with 50.
Well, I only need 8 more, and then then I can let the audience decide your fate.
Or we do the C team.
Yeah,
People
the
donate.
boons. They donate to
who
make
they-
you guys
yeah.
stronger.
Yeah, no, that's totally what we should do.
Yeah, I can totally rip that off.
Give us money, guys. We love you.
Yeah, Tycho would not give a shit if I did that.
No, so both in character and out of
Yep,
character, I would vote to run straight down there.
Yeah,
Mine very
feel-
one correct mine for my mistress, and I
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I am okay with that. Yeah.
like we don't have that much food, but I can forage for food.
We're in a jungle. There's food.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the food. It's the repellent that matters.
I can cover us if we go non-combat days. We've covered for food,
Okay.
so I can do what. I can replace EQ with the summoning of food, but only in non-combat days, which is with you here fairly common.
All right, let's roll. So let's set off then. So pack up our gear and leave the weird
Snake lady.
lizard
Yep.
snake lazy lady to her weird fetish thing where she makes visitors jump through hoops.
All right. So okay. So plot. When you leave her temple, it is the next day. As you step out, basically the sun is rising again. Even though you only feel like you've been in here for a short amount of time, as you step out, the sun is again rising. So you have basically lost a day whilst being in this area. But you don't feel like you've, you don't feel hungry like a new day or anything like that. So yeah. So you want to head to the X.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
make our way towards that.
All right.
Because I want to try and avoid the fucking Valley of Death.
Not a
Sounds
problem.
pleasant. It's got rainbows in it.
Gorge of Death
Gorge of
with
Death.
rainbows.
Yep. Okay. Let's make some. Bull, you're taking the lead. Let's make some survival rolls.
Okay.
We'll do them one at a time.
All right.
Don't fuck up.
17 is good.
Do I mind clicking a drag in the party?
Can you?
I did last time. I'm happy not to this time.
Okay, cool.
I can't.
I did that X because it's almost a straight line from where we are. Traversing.
Yep,
Should be-
that's fine. So, yep, go again. One day. Okay, day 2. You start to basically make your way through, and you get a little turned around.
How the fuck did we get back to the ziggurat?
Let me just.
So, given that there is no combat, Astrid, does that
Yeah,
mean
so
you've
if it's
summoned?
day-
I won't just track
Yes.
food.
So what I'm going to do is just basically I've got summon food and water.
Yep.
Conjure food and water. So if we get through a day where I get to a long rest with this 3rd level spell slot, I'm going to cast it for my rest.
Yep.
So I don't lose a slot. But if it's a combat day, I'm not saving a slot for fucking food.
Yeah.
I'm going to be
Alright.
on and on.
No, that's fine. So I'll
it'll
detract
be
it if
good
we have
specials.
combat. I'll track it on my
Are
sheet.
you happy with that, Jay? I mean,
I'm totally
I
happy.
don't ca-
Oh,
even
it's-
if I have a 3rd level slot left over on a combat day, I'm happy just to not take it. Like, just say if it's combat day, we're covered. We use food. If it's non-combat day,
Sure. Your
no,
call,
just so I
man.
don't
Your
have to
call,
fuck
man.
around with it.
Um,
Okay, that's-
Okay, so
we've got heaps. We've actually got quite a bit of food, so I'm not too stressed about it.
you sort of get turned about in the jungle, and you are lost as you struggle to find any sort of direction, as this jungle is really dense. Even Azaka is at a bit of a loss. Make another survival check, please.
Cue Benny Hill.
Sweet. You are not lost anymore. You spend a day. You spend a day looking, trying to get your bearings, and discover that you accidentally moved south, just by one. But you have lost a day, so that's 2 days that you've been. 3 days, sorry, that you've been out. Make another roll. Nice. So you continue along your path. And very good. Okay, so that's how many days? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the extra. So all those days you're covered by the food by
Astrid's.
Astrid's food spell. You lose 5 days of repellent, so you're down to 75.
Tracking that.
Yep,
Cool.
it's on the
I'll keep
screen.
going.
Okay, so on this night that you camp, rain settles in on this day, and it's some of the hardest rain that you have actually seen for days since you've been here. Just remember, guys, those watching at home, you can see stuff that I've got on the screen. The players cannot, so keep it spoiler free in chats, yo. You basically make camp in torrential rain. You are in some of the deepest jungle you've seen, and it's just the pits, basically. The last sort of day and a bit you've travelled have been really, really treacherous. As you make camp, Aldeir's tiny hut again comes in handy, trying to keep you guys dry. I'll just get a quick who's on what watch.
I'll take the first one.
First, yep. Second,
I can watch. I'm pretty useless without dark vision, but
yep. So the dome,
Does anyone else
the dome provides a small amount of light within the dome, but not too much outside of the dome.
I can put a light thing on you, but you'll be...
I'd be a beacon,
Yep.
Yeah, you'll
which
be
is kind of the
standing out.
opposite we want to do at night. So
Yep.
I'll take a watch because I can see forever now.
yeah,
I'll take one as
See
well.
through the veil.
When I can see in the dark, so there's no problem.
No worries. Okay, so first watch is Bull. Second watch is who? Astrid. Third watch.
Can Bull see? Sorry,
Yep.
sorry guys, just to matter a small amount. Team Bull, can you see in the dark?
Yeah,
He can see in the dark better than most of you guys, unaided.
So then, what we
as
should
well as
do is
Astrid.
Yeah.
First watch should be Idrix, because he'll be able to take advantage of the fading light. Second watch can then be whoever we want.
Yep, no worries, that makes sense. I'll take second as long as it's
Can
good.
Azaka see in the night?
Azaka, as far as you can tell, she seems to have an uncanny knack for seeing in the night, but she doesn't have any night vision or anything like that. She just seems to know this place
Okay.
pretty well. Alright, I've loaded you guys into this map. You guys can all see.
Can indeed.
Excellent. Good.
Yep.
And there's one awesome token. Woohoo!
Yep. It's all set
Thank
up.
you, Idrix.
Yeah, great tokens, guys. So the circle represents the tiny hut.
Oh, awesome.
And I've even made it like hex shaped, like it's a shield. Yeah, so you guys are all under there. It is... Sorry, who was taking third watch? Again?
Well, if we're moving Idrix first, then I was second, so I'll go third.
Okay.
Yep.
So
I'll go fourth. I'll go last watch.
Alright, so the rain is super heavy while you're taking your watch. It beats against the dome and makes it... Like, the others are sleeping, but very restlessly as the rainwater just pelts the dome. Off in the distance, thunder cracks. Really close. Really distant at first, but then getting closer and closer as your watch continues. I will get you to make a perception check, please, Astrid. Alarm is cast. No worries. That's you, Bull. Alright, when you cast Alarm, Bull, do you want it to alert the group or just yourself?
Sorry, I actually confirmed just to reread the
Oh,
the
no
range.
worries, dude. No worries.
But yeah, I would like to cast it if it's okay, and alert the entire group. It's only within 30 feet, so anything that's 30 feet within 30 feet, we should all be waking up regardless.
No worries. Okay, cool.
You still want me to make a check?
Yes, please. Not too bad. You're sort of sitting there under the dome. Bernice is actually asleep as well. She, having sort of done her like nightly blessings and things like that, her nightly rituals, and she's gone to sleep. But in the distance, you can faintly hear what sounds to be like footsteps approaching.
Dun, dun, dun.
Fuck. Okay. How far into my watch? Is it 2 hours? Watch.
Yeah, it's 2 hours watch, and it's
How far in?
probably about an hour and a half into your watch.
And who's after me?
Me.
Is Barrett. So I've got Bernice with me. Which direction's coming from? Or don't?
It's coming
That's all.
from, yeah, it seems to be coming from the west, we'll say the left-hand side of the screen.
West. Okay, so we're like a half hour off Barrett.
Yep, the
Like
footsteps,
coming up, so I'm gonna wake Barrett up.
yep, the footsteps get closer and closer. It sounds louder and louder. Thunder
Can I-
cracks all around you, getting closer and closer.
I'm going to ready my shield,
Yeah.
and I'm going to make I'll put finger to lip, and I'll try and be as stealthy as possible, and sneak out of the dome to see if we can't find out what's going on.
Are you sneaking in the direction of the footsteps or around?
Sort of towards this rock up here.
Okay. So
Did
you
you guys wake the group?
I just woke Barrett because it's just footsteps
Okay.
at the stage.
All right, so whereabouts? Show me where you're going, Barrett.
The rock, the big stone up here.
Directly or in a loop? It's far left, top left.
Okay. So each square's
So
5 feet.
in a line, it'll be like.
Yep.
So
So
you're going straight out.
So yeah, I was gonna go sort of out towards that, because if they're coming from the west, then I can.
Coming straight through here.
It's not nothing's on
Right,
here. Yet,
I'm just going to move up to here, if that's cool, Jay. Like to.
Yep. Okay, so you're moving stealthily, quickly.
So I am moving as stealthily and as I can,
Yep.
keeping low to the ground
All right.
I'm going
as
to
much as I
call
can.
out.
14.
Then to call out to try and get someone to respond, but also to kind of misdirect anyone who's listening towards me rather than towards Barrett, who's moving away from me.
Okay, so
Like,
you.
who goes there, and that should hopefully wake the others up.
Okay, so you're going to do that after Barrett moves out.
Yeah, after like as a foil for him. Yeah,
Okay.
to try and assist him. It's obviously to try and get someone to respond, but also to draw the eye away from him, which isn't
All right.
where my
Barrett?
voice is.
Barrett, you make it to about here on your way. Is
So I
about
can't see whatever you're pinging.
I'm
Where
not,
you are.
I'm not
Your
pinging
guy.
anything. I just moved your map. I moved your guy.
Oh, okay, no problem. Sorry, it wasn't updated on my side. Yep.
So you move to about here. Is it about here, Astrid, where you sort of go, who goes there? Or wait till he's right at the rock?
Yeah,
or
no, closer. Yeah,
closer to the rock
no, closer to me. Like as he's
as he's going. Yep.
as he's moving out, I call it to try because this is pretty thick, dense jungle, right?
Oh yeah, it's
So he's
it's
not, like
yeah.
a clearing. He's
No,
not
no.
like a wall thing. Okay, so once he's sort of out of sight of me, basically,
Mhm.
like because he's trying to sneak through. So do you understand what I'm trying to do? Like I'm trying to call out to draw the attention of whatever's coming to me,
Yes. Yep. So okay, that's
not
fine.
look at him,
Not a
and
problem.
so they don't notice him.
Yep.
as
All right.
yeah.
I'll grant because you're working together like that. I'll grant the 16 as opposed to 14 on that.
Ah, cool.
That's pretty cool. And as you shout, who goes there? Barrett skitters away using that as cover and makes it to the rock. This jungle is quite dense. You can still kind of see the dome through, through the what's your vision actually? 60.
Dark vision is 60.
Yep.
It's bright. Darkness is dim. Sorry,
Yeah.
darkness is dim is bright.
Okay, so as you call out who goes there, you hear the cracking of trees as the footsteps get closer and closer, and you hear a blood-curdling cry.
Ooh, okay, footsteps. Gee. So is everybody awake now?
Everyone is awake, yes. And emerging from the trees, seems to avoid Barrett, doesn't seem to see Barrett, but a large bipedal lizard appears
Fucking hell.
and starts to basically move its way towards the dome. It's moving sort of slowly at this stage, but the drawing of your voice seems to have brought it a little closer.
I draw my weapons. How large are we talking here?
The
Can we
creature
actually see
is huge. Basically, as it approaches, you can see it moving trees and cracking trees as it moves through and steps closer and closer. You get a faint glimpse of it through the foliage as it sort of brushes through and lays its missing an eye, and you can clearly see that, or those that can see, can clearly see that it's actually quite decayed in spots, and sprawling from its mouth are corpses that hit the ground and then suddenly animate as they begin to stand up and walk alongside this huge undead dinosaur.
Well, they can't get into the
fucking
dome.
wake up.
Fucking hell.
I don't. So again, this is completely because I don't know rules, but I don't know if they can actually get into the fucking dome. So I'm feeling pretty stupid right now.
Aldier assures you, he says, as long as we stay in here,
Oh god.
we are safe. As the thing continues to walk up, and it lets out another blood-curdling cry as it sort of sees the dome.
I asked Aldier if I can shoot arrows out of this without affecting the dome.
He says only spells may not exit this dome. You may.
Mate. Ah, right. Ah, fuck.
I'm gonna pull my arrow out and shoot it in the eye, please.
Yep.
Or attempt to shoot it in the eye.
Okay.
What are the core? Oh, that's okay.
So it basically. So you want to level a shot at it?
Yes, please. I did subtract my ammo, like you said to.
Oh, yep, that's fine. All right. I will get everyone to click their icons and roll initiative.
Son of a bitch.
Should have stayed quiet, put out the light, and tried to hide.
They can't see us if we don't move.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Oh, look at my roll.
Now we got a buddy for the next 8 hours.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Everyone sucks on the rolls tonight.
Man, we're doing great. I don't know what you're talking about.
Cleric's meant to go last. It's okay.
Do you do Bernice's Astrid?
I can.
Hang on a sec. I'll add her to the.
I've got her here. I
she-
can add, I can click her thing. So.
Oh, cool. Can you do it, please?
Yeah, I'll roll it. Yeah. That was from her.
Did she add? She did. Awesome.
It comes up as me doing it, but you can tell it's hers because she's got no modifier.
Yeah,
whereas I've got
and
two.
it adds her to the initiative tracker.
Oh,
which is
tracker.
great.
Sweet. Oh my god.
Oh wow, you
We
guys.
rolled
Wow.
today. Rolling like champions.
Let me turn down the. Can you guys hear the sounds?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's good.
I'll turn them down.
Leave it on.
No, leave it, man. Perfect.
Leave it. It's good.
I'll leave the rain on, but we'll say the so as the zombies and everything start to move up, I will give you the first shot though, Bull, but only you in this surprise round because you're going to be shooting. So make an attack. So I'll do a brief surprise
I'll
round.
attack.
Brief surprise round with Bull shooting out of the thing. That's a hit.
Wowee.
4 damage. No worries.
I think you made it mad.
Okay, and
That seems really low. For
You're up to one.
bow.
Did you bump my health back up to full?
potentially you should all be at full health.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I was when we were talking to the snake lady. I was damaged. Now I'm full health. Is that from just days of travel and rest, whatnot?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, okay, so you launch a shot at this thing. You hit it in the face. It just misses its one glowing red eye, and it lets out another blood-curdling scream as it covers the last part of the distance quite quickly as it like dashes towards you. It's turn next. It slams against the dome, attempting its massive maw, like covering part of the dome itself, and the entire dome holds, but the ground sort of around it begins to shift as it applies a huge amount of pressure to this to your little dome. Bull, it is your turn again.
Yep, I'm just going to shoot another arrow, please.
Sure thing.
Is that a hit?
Stand by all units. Just doing multiple things.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. You're not to know. Doing stuff and things.
Gonna go out on a limb and say that this is.
Yep.
If
I'm
it's
hoping
above,
it's really close.
what'd you roll? 8?
13 and 8.
8. Yep. So the second arrow flies out and like launches into its mouth and hits one of its teeth and just ricochets off. As it just continues to assail the dome.
Yep.
Yeah. The whole thing, even though the dome is unmovable, and LDE assures you that it is so. But yeah, the relentless attack upon this thing is quite harrowing to you guys. Idrix, you're up.
Alright, so this thing does not look like it's breaking through.
It's not breaking through, but it's not stopping either.
Okay,
What's the spell called? Tiny Hut, right?
Yeah.
I am going to... Oh, Jesus Christ. How do we deal with this thing? And can I just stab out a couple times? Or do I need to leave?
From its angle, you can like possibly try. The dome is quite high. So you might not be able to actually reach out.
Yeah.
You can freely pass through the dome because it was cast as you were in here.
Yeah.
LDE returns to the center of the dome and continues to just watch on, unable to do anything. If he leaves the dome spell ends.
Okay.
It is, and he's reduced the light in here as just a bit of a reflex, but it's quite dark as the lightning is the only thing that sort of gives you any kind of light, and you can see the glowing eyes of the zombies as well as the one glowing eye of this giant creature.
Okay, could I get, you said we got like a fire, or is it just a light?
It's just a light in here. Fire is ill-advised in here.
Yeah, okay. Any chance I can pick up like a somewhat large stone and try and throw it out?
Due to the nature of the
Away?
dome, the dome has a floor. So as you touch the floor, you are just touching the bottom of the dome.
Oh, okay, okay. Alright, well, I'm just gonna try and swing at it if it gets within range, I guess.
Yeah. Swing at disadvantage. And
Or I
you've-
can, I'll wait and
Oh,
like,
okay.
when it bites I'll try and
Okay, cool.
swing.
So you ready in attack?
Yeah.
No worries. Barrett, you are outside the dome.
I am.
You see.
Keep running.
Yeah, good luck on solving the
Run
riddle
there,
of the death
guys.
curse. The
Okay. So can I see? Can I see?
praise the sun, Demonoxious. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, continue.
What can I see from where I am?
Through the lightning and the trees, you can see and hear this thing grinding its teeth upon the dome as it's trying to crack and break through the dome. Other than that, it is trees, it is rain, and yeah, it is not good.
That's right, and I don't know that. So that's what I really need to know. All right, cool.
You don't know what? Sorry.
Those zombies, I wouldn't know they're there. I can't see them.
You can probably see the height of this giant creature, but you couldn't see the zombies at this point. No.
Okay. To do. Really sure I want to take on 4 zombies. I guess I could go. I'm gonna slowly make my way. I can move. If I slowly, I can move 30 feet. I'm gonna move that way. Away.
Okay, well, always. Yep, make your move. That's fine. I always keep forgetting to add a Zaka.
Have we got artists and Dragon, or
yes,
are they...
yes, they are with you. Sorry, I will add them in a moment. That was optional to bring them. My bad.
And I'm gonna try and do that as quietly as possible. Yeah. It's loud, it's rainy, whatever.
You smell of meat.
That's it.
Yeah, you make
I
it.
knew I shouldn't have worn that bacon necklace.
No, you make it. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh god, it's muddy.
So you, in an attempt to sort of remain stealthy and keep an eye on these things, you do slip over, and you land with a thud in a muddy puddle, face down. Some of the water gets in your mouth.
Oh fucking.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hang on, you're gonna have to hold for 1 second while
Yep.
I pull
What the
this.
fuck are there banana peels out here?
What's
It's a jungle.
You're welcome to the jungle, baby. You're gonna die.
no,
plants are
no, not that one.
Come on.
No,
didn't
no,
hear
no.
so.
I'm sorry. No. There's something I can eat that will give me advantage on.
You're shoving it in your mouth before you hit the
Yeah,
ground.
is that before the water hits your face?
No, on checks because I'm sorry, meta for a second. I'm assuming I'm checking to see if to make a disease saving throw.
Yeah. Well, that's a safe assumption.
Just make
Since
the roll.
since I know about what it is, that's all right. I'll make the roll to start with. That's fine.
40.
How'd you go?
10, terribly.
Yeah. Yeah, you're all good. For now.
For now.
Oh, Jesus.
So that's the end of my turn.
Yeah, that's the end of your turn. Well, yeah, you lose half your movement. You will start your round prone next turn. Hang on a sec. Astrid. For now, we're back at the top as Dragonbait and Artis are both kind of shitting themselves at this stage. They're not. They're just sort of watching what's happening. Artis basically says, "This spell will hold, but we cannot stay here. This thing is not going to relent anytime soon."
Is it dead, or is it like that one
Say
that
again,
we
missed you.
Say again, Idrix.
is this like the one we sailed by earlier that was like a
Is it
corpse,
undead?
or is this one?
It is. You'll have to check, but
Can I
Okay.
make a check?
yep, you can definitely make a
See
check.
if it's undead?
Yeah, make a insight check real quick. Yep, no doubt about it. This thing is fucking undead.
And what was the rules around so you can't spells can't penetrate outwardly.
Outward. No spell can penetrate outward.
How high is the top of the dome?
I think it's a 10-foot
Yeah, 10-foot
radius,
radius.
so that would make it 10 foot. Yeah, at the very tip.
How
Yep.
tall is the
Creature.
Tyrannosaurus, whatever it is,
Um,
in relation to
It is
the
classed
top
as
of
a
the dome?
huge. It is classed as a huge creature, so it's towering over the dome, and
Okay.
it's like biting down on top of it.
Alright, so can I step out of the dome to the rear?
Yes. Yeah, man.
To here?
Alright, stop. Can you please make me another... Or can you all please make me perception checks?
Great, it's attracting other ones. That's what I was afraid. Hearing it roar.
Everyone.
Sorry, I lost everybody in. What was that?
I asked for a perception check, if you could, please. As you step out of the dome. Yep. Alright. Alright, good work. As this thing is chomping away, you can clearly hear another set of footprints approaching rapidly
From
the east.
Oh god.
Astrid, as you step out of the dome, oops, sorry, didn't mean to move you then. Not sort of like 20 feet from you, bursting from a large section of the underbrush, comes another gargantuan looking or huge huge dinosaur.
Oh, Jesus. Look at this guy.
It doesn't see. It sort of stops and looks directly over you guys, and like straight over the dome, staring back at this undead creature that roars in challenge as well.
Oh, baby. Is this guy undead?
Not yet.
Hell.
Jeez, that sounds promising.
I actually had a plan, but that's okay.
It is still your turn.
Wow.
Get
guess
back
I'll
in the
just
hut, get back in the hut,
the
get back in
fucking
the hut, get back in the hut.
I'll use the rest of my movement to return to my original.
Just walk out. Nope. Back in.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I will fire at this big guy.
Which
the
one?
Undead guy.
The undead one?
The undead one. I'm not messing with the big one.
Okay. No worries. Make your attacks.
Now I'm aiming for the eye.
Yep. No worries.
And I am using a channel divinity to aim
At the eye.
at the eye.
So it's
I
going
get
to be a plus 10. No
to the
worries.
attack roll. So I'm praying that it will hit him in the eye.
No worries, man. Roll your attack. That
34.
So yeah, you level deliverance and you loose.
Mutter some words.
Yep. May he guide my aim. May this bolt be true. Yada yada yada. And you fire. The bolt sails through and hits the eye directly as the beast's head is sort of rearing from the other challenging roar. The arrow flies in and roll your damage. Or the bolt flies in, I should say. Nice. You're able to as the bolt hits the red glowing orb, it reels back, taking a step backwards from the dome. And yeah, good shot. What else do you want to do?
I'll just use my bonus action to
Fire again?
shoot again, I guess, but I think I might just
Conceal
wait.
the urine.
I might actually just wait.
Okay, man. That's cool.
Got any good cantrips or anything? Oh, it's only an attack. No, that's fine. I'll see what happens.
Okie dokes.
I had a totally different plan, but that giant dinosaur fucked it.
I hate it when that happens. There's nothing worse.
I know, man. Every time I try to do something,
Giant dinosaur.
fucking dinosaur. Every campaign.
So as you take a shot for this thing, you sort of you're looking up and you fire, and as you look back down, a zombie slams against the dome. Its fingers start scratching against the surface, making
I'm gonna stick my holy symbol in its mouth.
making an attempt to just sort of claw its way through the dome just relentlessly.
Nails on chalkboard.
I stare at it and reload.
Yeah, as you go to reload, Bernice hands you a bolt. You just sort of just look it dead in the
Just put my
eyes.
hand over my shoulder.
Yep. And you just
just-
put your hand down to your waist, and a bolt lands in your thing right way up,
Or I
ready
just
to
hand
go.
her the crossbow and just straighten my shirt.
Yeah, yeah. She takes
And
it.
it comes back loaded.
Bernice takes it. Bernice takes it, reloads it, and hands it back to you.
Yep.
As her action.
Someone's got it good.
And she just says to you, she just says options.
Let's wait and see.
All right.
Patience.
Zombie number 2, following suit of zombie number 1, does the same thing. Starts clawing and clamoring against the dome, as does the next zombie, and the next zombie. Now, did I?
Oh dear, it doesn't show up. Saves the day. Fucking wizards.
You're welcome. Stand by, guys. We're just going to add artists and co to the initiative. For this round. Should have added them before, but that's okay. We just roll with it.
They were asleep.
Yeah. They're like, oh, great. Trouble with these guys, she said. It'll be fine, she said.
Well,
Okay.
they said they can handle themselves. Let's see how they go. Push them out.
Dragonbait wakes up and ham.
Yeah, so much ham.
Ham and urine. That's different. What's the urine?
I think his key smell in this case is let's have a look here. Straight up violets.
Banana daiquiris.
Violets. Yeah. If you love pina coladas. Okay, zombie.
I'm getting killed
Get-
in the rain.
Get killed. Yeah, man.
Yes. Where's my zombie T-Rex gone? Anyway. Okay, zombie T-Rex has plenty of movement as he dashes towards. Yep, makes it easy. Dashes around the dome and charges the T-Rex. As the two titans basically meet with a thunderous crash that you think is lightning, aside from the fact that there is no bright flash as the two bodies slam into one another and they begin to fight. Doesn't make any attacks this round because it has dashed, and it is the Tyrannosaurus turn now. And it makes 2 attacks. First attack.
I was hoping he'd run into a tree because thing's got no eyes.
Yep.
It starts whacking a tree.
So it lays a bite upon the creature, and sort of upon its neck, which the zombie T-Rex takes the brunt of it, and then is able to sort of break out of. It then makes a second attack as it breaks out of it and whips around and hits it with attempts to hit it with its tail, which it succeeds in also doing. And they start to tussle about, locked together. Okay, that is its turn. Bull, you're up. What would you like to do?
I assume by the fact he rolled
sorry,
longbow.
I'd like to unmute myself first.
Good work.
I'm shooting it.
That's
with my
a
longbow.
free action.
Solid
Good work.
move, man. Solid strategy there.
Yeah. Bold strategy, Carton. You're shooting at who?
Oh, the undead.
Yep.
Dino.
So you hit,
Please.
and yep, it takes 8 more damage. No worries.
Thank you.
Second attack.
Do I get 2 arrows, do I?
Yeah, you get 2 attacks, you can shoot 2 arrows.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I'll shoot again.
My math is bad. Yep, it's a hit, definitely. Good work. Okay. Any movement or anything like that?
No,
Okay.
no, absolutely not.
Alright.
He knows stupid.
Bull, can you make me a quick survival check real quick? Alright. In the flurry of this sort of battle, you're trying to sort of try to sort of gain your bearings, and you're trying to figure out, alright, if I need to exit, which way do I go, sort of thing. You're still undecided at this point.
Okay.
Azaka follows suit with you, Bull, and levels her longbow and begins to attack also. And she misses. Second attack. Also misses. She like spits and curses. She says, curse this lack of sight. And sort of, and yeah, she just reloads and just sort of stands with you, sort of following your lead on this one. Barrett, you are prone.
I will stand up.
There's half your movement.
I will move this way 5, 10, 15.
No worries. So yeah, you sort of break through the underbrush. You can see that there are a few humanoid shapes clawing their way against the side of the dome at this point.
Sounds further away.
He is further away. I'm just fucking around with volume so it doesn't blast everyone's ears.
That's the end of my turn.
That's all you're doing? You're not doing any ranged attacks or anything like that?
Not yet.
Righto.
Considering my range attacks are spells, it will be quite apparent.
Fair enough, fair enough.
You skipped me as well.
I did not, did I? How dare I? You fucking bastard. Idris,
All good.
you're in a dome.
Um,
Shit's bad.
Yeah. I'm just gonna start stabbing away at this zombie in front of me.
Alright, go for it, man. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely a hit. Are you raging, sir, or just...
No,
Just
not yet. I'll save that for the big guy.
no worries. Yep, you make your second attack. Yep, smashing it. Check your mics, guys.
Fuck,
Make sure
man.
a couple of breathing. Thank you. Nice.
Yeah, and third attack. The
Yep,
offhand.
offhand, go for it. I think 11's a hit on a zombie. Let me double check.
I have no idea.
Where's my zombie? Here it is. Yes, definitely a hit.
Top. And with an uppercut.
Nice. That third attack drops it to the ground. Let me just check and see if he stays there. Check mics, guys. Someone's breathing into the mic. It must make constitution. Okay, so that last attack was for 5 damage. He needs to make a constitution saving throw. And fails. So that one stays down.
Phew.
Nice work. That's all you're doing, bud?
Yeah, that's it
Alright,
for
cool.
now.
Astrid, we are back to you. Sorry about that, man.
You're good.
I'm going to cast Crusader's Mantle.
Nice.
Okay. Holy power radius from you in an aura with 30-foot radius, awakening boldness and friendly creatures until the spell ends. Excellent. Okay, guys, so we'll just to make it easier, any attacks that are made, even though you're in the dome, that's fine, I don't mind. You'll deal an additional...
Oh, yeah. So
That's
hang
okay.
on, so I have to cast it? So that's why I didn't do Turn Undead, because I'm
Well,
able to do it from within the dome.
I think
Otherwise I would have done
Turn
that.
Undead is an ability, not a spell.
Ah, shit.
And I think it's treated as such.
That's
It doesn't use a spell slot. It doesn't use anything. It's a channel divinity.
Alright, remind me next time we are in a dome against the zombie T-Rex.
Yep.
I'll keep it posted. I'll like carve it on the dome.
It's all good. All good. Yeah, that's sorry. I figured it was. That's why I didn't do it.
That's okay. Just
then
don't
I
be
just-
afraid to ask. It's all good.
It's cool. Alright, well, I'll cast that then.
So you're casting Crusader's Mantle. As an action, you do that. No worries. Bonus action? Anything?
Bring the guard.
Bring the guard.
Not really. I don't think that much in my bonus. Nah. What do I got? Nah, I don't have anything. As
Okay.
a bonus, it isn't not a spell, so...
No worries. Okay.
Yeah, no, I can't... No, that's it.
Chat says, yeah, Turn Undead has a 30-foot radius, just in case you're...
Yeah, so long as it's sealed.
Yeah, yeah,
here.
would have hit everyone. I
Oh,
just
for
didn't
sure.
think I'd penetrate them.
Yep. No, it's cool, man. Just don't be afraid to ask those questions. It's definitely we'll play to that. So that's your turn. Just make sure I didn't skip anyone else then. It goes to Zombie. So you moved back into the dome once you... no, you're at the edge of the dome, right? So you're just fighting outside of it, like moving your hands out. That's fine. The zombie moves over to you, seeing an opportunity, but meets only the dome.
Middle finger.
Yep, it's it's slow attacks. It's gaping mouth and eye and sunken eyes just stare blankly at you with a reddish glow coming from them. It does nothing to attack you. Bernice casts Bless, moving up to Astrid and Idrix, and casts Bless upon you two.
This is nice.
I think she's got that somewhere in here. I keep forgetting to set up her spells. That's alright. Bugger. Yeah, I haven't got it set up properly. That's okay. Yep, so you guys are under the effects of the Bless spell.
Just add it to her sheet, man.
She can do 3 creatures as well.
Yeah, she does her. She
Oh.
focuses herself as well. Yep.
not.
You bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range, so you guys can roll an additional d4 to add the numbered roll to your attack rolls or saving throws. Okay, that's her action. Artis steps up to the plate. And Artis sort of like says, "The creature is distracted. Should we perhaps flee?" He says, my abilities are quite useless under this dome, and I do not wish to step out unless we have some form of escape.
Well,
Where will we
we
escape
need
to?
to ask the scout which way.
Bull, can you make another survival check, please? You're pretty sure that south of here is the right direction to head, so down. Some of your rations and stuff, some of the camp stuff is not packed up. You've got things laying around, so about half a dozen of your rations are... sorry, you cast food. Yes, I forget what I said. Never mind. Yeah, so...
We can leave those.
You can, yeah, you can if you wanted to. Yeah, so he says, "Which way should we go? Should we leave? What should we do?" As the two like colossal T-Rexes like punch on with one another in the distance.
Okay. Is it my go? Or is it
Nope.
still Artemis' go?
Dragonbait exudes violets. He grips a very... It's the first time you notice this. He unsheathes a sword from his back that you would have seen him carrying, but it is a glinting blade of almost... It looks like gleaming silver, very almost similar to what Astrid's armor looks like it's made from.
Oh.
It catches the light, and and he sort of looks to Artis, and Artis says, "No, do not risk yourself, my friend. We must. This is not a battle we may be able to win." And just sort of keeps a hand on his shoulder, and Dragonbait sort of skips from foot to foot nervously.
I say, I'm happy to get packed up. We're not leaving without Barrett.
Yep.
See Barrett yet?
The zombies continue to.
I can see Barrett.
He's coming.
The zombies continue to claw at the barrier. The zombie T-Rex bites down hard upon the other T-Rex, gripping it around the neck and drags it backwards towards you guys. Before suddenly violently flinging it at the barrier and the ground below. As it basically sort of swaps positions, and it slides along the ground and shakes like a big divot is basically created that almost goes under the barrier, lifting some of the dirt away from underneath as the barrier begins to rock in this new caveat of dirt that's just been created underneath. I'll get everyone to make a dexterity saving throw, please. Who was in the barrier? The beast is prone. Its back to you as its spine slam into the barrier. Oh fucking hell, guys! All right.
You can add bless to that.
You can add Astrid
I
and
can.
Idrix can add D4 to theirs.
I think it's going to do me much good. Or it might.
Or
Yeah,
he
that'll do
misses.
something.
No, that's all good. That all puts you up to.
It's 14.
Yep. Both Idrix and Astrid are able to keep their feet along with Bernice. However, Aldeir
God.
suddenly slips to his feet, slips away towards the caveat, and begins to slip outside of his dome. His feet almost touching the edge of the dome. Can I get? He slips past you, Astrid. Can I get you to make another? We'll say Dex save. Yeah, we'll go Dex as you
Can I
frantically.
keep adding for bless? Does that keep working?
Yeah, the spell continues to work.
It lasts for like a minute or something.
Right. Oh, Jesus. Good minute to cast it. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
You're able to grab him just before he clears, like just as he goes past you.
Okay.
You can see that the dome itself is starting to tip on a bigger and bigger angle. It is only a matter of time before the dome potentially ends up on such an angle that you will lose traction, all of you. The T-Rex stands back up. Its massive tails, like battering the dome as it sort of stands up, causing you guys all to sort of tremble and shake on this new even though the dome itself isn't technically moving or breaking, the ground beneath it is not holding under all this rain and all this destruction from these two massive creatures. It again just stands up defiantly, issuing another loud roar as these two things both roar at one another, and it just goes straight back in for a chomp. And makes an attack. And hits, taking another serious chunk out of it. both of their mouths kind of lock together as they bite one another. Their faces get quite badly messed up. The undead one more so. But then you see as the T-Rex sort of reels back at a moment, and you can see that from his mouth, zombies are basically like clawing and biting the face and more of this T-Rex as they have been spewed out of the Tyrannosaurus's mouth. More zombies appear, but they're all clinging to the T-Rex as they continue to try to attack it. Bull, you're up. The dome is on about a 20 degree angle at this point, and it's sort of teetering, threatening to fall even, to tip even further.
Alright, I'm going to pack up my gear. My bedroll and all that sort of stuff.
Make me another survival check, please.
Yeah.
Finish your breakfast as well, man.
If only we weren't almost dying, this would be a great fight to watch.
Azaka,
Pain for the obvious, we've got to get out of here.
Yep, Azaka basically nods and says, "Let us leave. We can leave to the south. We can pick up the trail once we are clear of here, but let us get away." And she says it loud enough that everyone sort of hears.
Do I hear?
Not you,
so
so
I'm going to...
what do you respond to that, Bull?
You guys go south, run south. I'll catch up. I'm going to go grab Barrett. I'll sneak out north and go and get Barrett, because I can go down
Just
here.
yell. Can he yell from there?
Well, it's
He's on-
raining ridiculously loud, and there's zombies
feet
to the
away.
left. Yeah.
I'm only like 30 feet away.
Alright,
If
fine.
you guys yelled it, you'd probably be fine.
Yep, so
Um,
you want to shout out an exit?
Yep, I'll shout it out and see. Yep, I'll shout it out. 'Cause I can see him, so I'll be able to see hand movements on this. I'll shout it out to Barrett.
Yep.
We're going south. Come south. Let's go south, south, south.
Right, no worries. Alright, so you want to make a move out?
Yep.
Do I hear it at this point?
Yes, you do. Yep.
And I can visually see that Barrett has heard it.
Yeah. Thumbs
Uh,
up.
Thumbs up. Thank you.
You have to make... Oh, I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll make a dex check. Fuck.
No, it's like an in check which way south.
No, I'm not going to do that.
No, that's
I'm not
I didn't
gonna
say it,
chance
'cause I'm
that
like,
shit.
That's a good idea.
30 feet. 40. Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, cool. Alright, let's go.
Alright, so you make your move. Yep. Don't forget you can also dash as an action if you wish to move more. So as you clear out of the dome, you look back, you can see that these two creatures are fighting quite furiously, but it seems the undead T-Rex seems to have the upper hand on the living T-Rex.
Fuck.
Now, I'm not overly familiar with undead, but is it like if the undead dinosaur wins, the other dinosaur turns to undead? Is that how that works?
No, it's not like it's not Walking Dead rules where if you get bitten you're fucked. Basically, you know that most things that get raised from the dead, it's kind of done through magical means, not necessarily through diseases and stuff.
Okay. Yep, understood.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. I'm just going to move out and wait for everyone else. I'm not going to dash because then I'll get too far ahead
No
of
worries.
everyone else.
And we have more than one good session every 23 sessions, so it's nothing like that.
Idrix,
Alright,
I did not forget you, sir.
I'm gonna look around to everyone, make sure we're all in agreement that we're pissing off.
Yep.
Um,
Artis and Dragonbait both nod. Azaka is packing up her gear and making sure everyone's ready to move out. She's like ushering you guys out the door, basically.
yeah. I'm gonna use attack. I'm gonna try and shove this zombie away.
Yep. Athletics check, sir. You are fucking winning that. Yes. Nice work.
So I'm just gonna push it away.
Yep. So it's 10 feet.
5 feet,
5 feet.
Yeah, that's 5 feet.
Yep.
And then I'm just gonna run out, and I'm gonna sort of curl around down here.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna call out to Bull. I'm gonna be like, "Bull, is this the time where you get to use your rope trick?"
No.
No. Fuck you.
I
I like that
can go in.
Idrix
I
has
can't-
the sense of humor in this scenario. It's like, shit all around. He's like, what else you got, Bull? What else?
Dickhead.
Yeah.
Well, you've been wanting to use it for God knows how long. This is the
This is the
Yeah,
time.
I checked. Only I can go in it. I can't take you guys with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Otherwise,
Huh.
I would have already used it. So it's great if you guys are all dead and I want to survive, but as a group utility, not so useful.
All right.
Yeah, I wanted to take people in there early on to torture them, and that's what I
right.
figured out.
I'm just doing a bit of a time check. It's 10:30 now, and I want to just I will just keep everyone moving. I don't want to impact your turns or anything, but we'll just be mindful of the time. Azaka is right on your heels, Bull. Like very, very close, like trailing you and watching everything that you sort of do and moving along with you. Still longbow drawn in hand.
Understood.
Barrett, you're up, mate.
Yep. All right. I will dash.
You may do so. I think it was to route to there. Yep, cool.
Oh, nice.
Well, I was going to push haste, but I don't need to.
Nah.
I'll just leave you guys.
Hey, Astrid.
Yep, I'm going to move to 30 to there.
Yep.
And cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay. Oh, did I make a... Oh, I didn't make a thing for that. I've made a whole bunch of spell templates. I did not make one for that. Ooh, bugger. Spell...
It's not coming up. It might just take a sec.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, it's an attack output. That's weird.
Spell, Spirit Guardians.
Yeah, it's not outputting as a card. Yeah, I'll output the spell card so you can see it.
No worries.
No, it's not working.
Got it up here for folks at home. Call for spirits to protect you. They flit around the distance of 15 feet for the duration. It's cast upon self, and they stay with you, do they?
Yeah, it's on me,
Yep. It's 15-foot radius.
but I might actually cast it before I move, just as I get out of the circle.
Yep, so you step out, cast the spell.
Just out 15. Yeah. So designate any number of creatures you can see.
Yep.
Which is all the undead.
Yep.
And the other dinosaur. Fuck it.
Yep, yeah, fuck it, yeah, okay. So you step out.
So if those creatures enter that 15-foot radius, their speed is halved.
Right.
And when they first enter the area or they start their turn there, they have to make a save. Whiz throw. If they fail, they take 3d8 radiant.
Right. Not a problem. I think that's 15 feet. Did I do that right? Yep.
Oh, hang on. It's asking me what level. Fucking idiot. That's what.
There you go. Beautiful.
God, like 100 of them. What level? What level?
Gonzo says, Spirit Guardians, best spell for Cleric. He's running a level 11 Life Cleric in the Monday campaign. He loves that shit.
It is amazing.
Well,
Yep, that's your turn, bud. No, anything else, mate? Bonus action?
oh my god, I got so many fucking things on the screen.
Yeah, you and me both, man.
I got like 80 of them. What level? What level?
I will make you a special Spirit Guardians icon. Anything else?
You better.
I will. Anything else? Bonus action, reaction, anything else?
No.
No? Okay.
Nah, don't really have anything else, man.
Like, you can shoot with your bonus action, that's why I'm asking, just in case you wanted to.
Nah, I have to make an attack action to
Right.
use that.
Not a problem. Okay, we're up.
And
Zombie.
other bonus actions
It's like a
spells.
fammer hammer.
Yep. Zombie moves into your circle. What does he need to do?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save, making it now. DC. No, failed. 6 he rolled.
3d8 necrotic.
Radiant.
Oh, yeah, have I got a... we got radiant,
Yep.
sorry.
Has it got a damage property to it, or do you want me to just roll? You can just roll 3d8 in the thing if you wish.
I don't think it has, but
That's alright, just roll it up.
I'll give you
Bang, bang, bang.
this many d8s.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that he's not happy.
Wonder why.
That leaves him with.
That
Magic's
ends my
bad.
other
Pretty
effect
sure
as
that's
well.
it. Oh, of course, yep. And
Yeah,
that
so-
halves his movement. So he moved from there. So it's 5, 10. His movement is 20. So he only gets another 5.
Ah.
As he moves forward and slows and lurches to a halt as the spirits begin to assail and attack him. Bernice jogs past, turns around, pulls her holy symbol out, and
Oh, lovely.
and casts Word of Radiance. I think that's right. She runs past. What's the range on that? 5. Yes, so she runs up to it, hits it, and it must make a Constitution save. Shit, that's probably going to make it. Know your spells.
Should these guys be taking double damage from...
Nope.
Radiant?
No.
No, that's a fail. Yep. The creature takes
Bad stuff does happen to them though, but that's
1d6.
not damage-wise.
Damage of... yeah, they do not have any weaknesses to radiant damage.
Yep, it's only certain undead.
Certain, yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
I think it's just in terms of them coming back from the dead. They don't if they.
Ah, yep.
Oh, boom, 6 damage. That drops the
Ooh.
zombie.
High five on the way through.
Yep, she joins you shield in hand. Basically turns about and starts to shield your retreat.
What is it? Downward fist bump.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Just, I don't want to do anything downward towards the water.
Yeah.
Highest to 5s.
Artis uses his action to run and just moves out. And Dragonbait follows suit. Dragonbait keeps his sword at the ready, protecting, like facing the enemies. Zombie steps into the circle, makes a wisdom saving throw, and fails. 3d8. Astrid, when you 3d8, buddy.
Oh, sorry, bud.
That's all right.
Oh! That's a good roll.
As it steps into the circle, it disintegrates. This goes. Bop.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
It's like the end of
Happy
that
with that
movie.
roll.
And the zombie T-Rex continues to fight the foe in front of it, the larger of two foes.
As it steps in, I go, oh.
Yeah.
Point at it. Chicken. What's this?
Turkey. It continues to fight the T-Rex. At this point, it reaches down. It's more closing around its throat as the T-Rex is on the ground prone. It lets out a less than stellar sounding cry as it begins to basically choke. The other zombies you can see clearly are climbing down its gullet. Bull, you're up.
So is Pross is still in the fucking bubble? We're just leaving him?
He
And
stays.
old Barrett's old thingy as well?
Oh, yep. Thanks for saying.
Old Barrett will engage the.
Yep.
Old Barrett
I'll
will
use my
engage the
decoy.
dinosaur. I'll use it. My decoy comes to life and attacks with haste.
Yep. Okay. So, Bull, you're up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving south.
Yep. Everyone's with you now.
What's that? 30.
All right.
30. Nope. Kick and drag. Away.
All right. Yep. So you're just continuously moving 30. That's fine. Idrix.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm just gonna make sure to stay behind it. I'm gonna ready my action to
Yep.
move, but I'm gonna stay behind the group.
Okay. Cool. Yep. Azaka moves forward. You see. Aldir moves to the edge of the thing and says, "I'm bringing the spell down. Be ready to run."
Fly, you fools!
Yep. Azaka moves past you, Bull. Make a make a quick perception check, Ball.
So the reason I'm not running the full 60 is
Yep.
more safety than anything else. It's running. It's
Yep, running,
raining.
checking, yep.
Yep.
You notice as Azaka runs, she leaps a fallen tree with almost like an unnatural grace. For like you're fucking impressed, basically, that she's able to like sort of get up over this thing, and she just leaps it and continues running like nothing was even in her way.
Yeah. Given our last guard turned into our last guide turned into something, I'll make a mental note to pry her of information when we set up camp tonight.
Yep.
No, she does
just awesome.
parkour for a hobby.
Yeah, that's it. She loves Mirror's Edge.
It's like awesome. The snake lady said she's already been max power, and now she's doing this. Like I've made a mental note. I'll be asking about it later.
Excellent. Barrett, you're up.
All right. I will dash.
No worries. Astrid.
Haste, and you're just out of sight.
Who have we got with me here? Yeah, I will dash.
No worries. So your circle should
With Bernice. I'm not going to run away from her, but with her.
Yeah, so she can dash. She can dash 50. You can dash 60.
I'll dash 50.
All right, cool. I will measure that out for you. Oh, you got it. Yep. And
F5, right? Yeah. That's
Yep. She moves with you. Artis is right behind you guys, as is Dragonbait. With that, let me double check Cross's spells. Put him to use.
Web.
He hasn't he got that banish 2 T-Rex spell?
He does. He totally does.
6th level. That's a spell.
It's a druid spell.
Yeah, specifically banish 2 T-Rex.
We need EQ.
Let's see here.
Payroll just cried a little bit. He's been replaced already.
This is what it sounds like when doves cry. He drops the barrier and just bolts as fast as his little shitty wizard legs will carry him. Makes it to there. And the spell,
That's where I'm gonna.
as he exits the area, the dome fades. All right, you guys are clear. So I'll just say you continue your retreat south, cutting through all the brush and trees as lightning and thunder crash around you. You run quite blindly at some point. Bull, I'll get you to make another survival check as you sort of take point and start trying to navigate this area. You're able to basically keep your path south for quite a few hours. You run, but as you sort of all come to a stop in the distance, you continuously hear roars until the last. You hear both the creatures roaring continuously at one another as you sort of fade. And the last thing you hear, however, as you retreat, is the one piercing cry. And it is
Totally should have hasted it.
It is cold.
Oh man, that would have been insane.
It is cold. It is raining. It is close to morning. You have not rested a full night. The morning, as morning comes, you're all sort of together, huddled and shivering and exhausted. We will end it there with a new morning approaching, and you guys somewhat lost in this large jungle.
Love a happy ending.
Yep. And scene. Thank you guys for playing tonight. Thanks to everyone watching. Thanks
Thank
for
you all.
for those folks that have followed my channel. I really appreciate that. We try to do this every Thursday night. Come see us. come have a laugh with us. We do a few other things throughout the week. We play a few online games, Lord of the Rings. I play a bit of Monster Hunter, play a bit of State of Decay, but we're always checking out new things. Come say hi. This is Dad Squad's D&D game, and yeah, thanks everyone for participating tonight. Really appreciate it.
Later, yo.
Bye.
Bye.